Hi everyone, welcome back to my DIY adventures. If you're new here, my name is Olga, and in today's video I'm going to share with you 4 beautiful Valentine's Day DIYs which can be used in day-to-day decoration even after. All the products that I used and the measurements you can find in the description box below. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you do like this video and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet. So let's start our first DIY adventure. For my first DIY, I'm using wood panel. First, I'm sanding the edges. To paint the panel, I'm using linen white chalk paint and give it 2 coats of paint and use hair dryer to dry the paint faster. Then I take deep brown wax and applying it on top of the linen white. I'm removing almost everything from the dry brush and applying it gently on top of the white color. Then I'm using alphabet beads to create Love You More phrase and attach the words to the panel with separate jute twines. Then I take heart I made earlier, transfer it to cardboard and cut it out. After that, I'm gluing jute rope on cardboard heart. On the edges. Next step, I measure where I want to have those jute twines, then glue them and cut the excess pieces at the back. And of course gluing heart on the sign. I also added a twine on the back of the sign in case I want to hang it on the wall. Then I felt that something is missing and I added a bow. And this is done. I think it looks gorgeous. What do you think? For my next project, I used Dollar Tree photo frame and painted with the same linen white color until the lines disappeared. It took me about 2 to 3 coats of paint. In between, I used hair dryer. Then I took chalk gray paint and used the same technique as for my first project. After I'm done with the paint, I'm gluing wooden letters with the word forever. For the letters, I didn't use any paint. Then I took tiny piece of twine and made heart out of it. Then I worked on the frame and gave it 2 to 3 coats of paint until it fully covered. And distressed it with a bit of linen white color. And this is the result, and I really love how it turned out. Now let's jump to our third project. For this project, I used the same template to create heart on this fabric from Dollar Tree. And I used macrame cord that I bought from Amazon. The cord came with some instructions, so I think it's really nice for someone who used it for the first time. Then I measured the length that I want to cut. It's 8 inch when it's folded. Additionally, I measure 5 inch cord when it's folded. I take one folded cord and placing it under the main cord. Then I take the other folded cord and passing the ends of the first cord through the loop of the second cord. The second cord will be above the main cord. Then I take the ends of the second cord and passing through the loop of the first cord and then tighten them. And so on, I continue with the other cords. Then I'm taking 4 inch folded cords and continue with the same technique. I decided to add one more cord to the bottom of the main cord to make the tip thicker. I insert the cord into the loops of the last cords at the back. Then I brush out the cords. Also, it was faster for me to untwist the cords first and then brush them with that brush. Then I'm gluing the heart to the cords to ensure the shape of the heart that I'm going to create. Then I cut the heart shape. I took a piece of cardboard and placed it under the heart as it's easier to cut like that. You can hang the heart like that on the wall, but I'm going to make a frame for it. I took a framed sign from Dollar Tree and used this sign as a template. I took 2 cardboards, glued them together and cut it according to the shape of the sign. And then I took burlap fabric and cut it in the shape of the cardboard and glued it at the back side of the cardboard. As a final step, I measured the perimeter of the cardboard, folded macrame cord in half, twisted it and glued it to the cardboard. To cover the cardboard at the back, I used craft paper. And this is how it turned out, but actually I didn't like the frame that I created, so I decided to use the frame from Dollar Tree and gave it 2 to 3 coats of linen white color. And that's it, this is how it turned out, and I really like it more than the first one. Let me know in the comments down below which one of them you liked. Now let's start our last DIY project. I used macrame cord from previous project. That's why there are some sticking out parts of the cord. The cord consists of 3 parts which are twisted, so I untwisted one part to make it easier to insert the beads. To make it easier to string the beads, I put a piece of tape on the ends of the cords. First I made double knot at the top, then I string 2 cords on one 16mm bead. Next I string 14mm bead on each cord separately. And then again I string 2 cords on one 16mm bead. In total I used 10 beads 14mm and 2 beads 16mm. And then I cut 5-inch cords. Here I'm removing the scotch from the cords. The same technique as for the previous heart I used for this one. scotch to hold it in place. I make a knot at the end of main rope. I untwist the cords and brush the cords after. Here I also decided to add one cord at the bottom. I'm using hard template for the shape. And again using cardboard to make a perfect shape. Then I cut rub-on transfer hard and added it to the bead. And voila, this is how it turned out. You can use it as a keychain or you can hang it in your car. I really love how the project turned out, but I think the last one is my favorite. What about you? I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you will be notified each time when a new DIY adventure will be up on my channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon on our next DIY adventure.